Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Jazzy Wicks candle review. Today I am reviewing a elevation candle by Yankee Candle called Sheer Linen. So I actually got this from Candles Direct. It's not on their website to buy it on its own, but I actually got this in my mystery box, which I unboxed in a video about a month ago. And I just thought it's finally time to burn it, give it a go. I always say this with Yankee candles, like the small jars they used to do in the normal style jar, and like even DW home candles and that. Sometimes I do feel like they're a bit harder to get a good throw out of them when they're in the small jar. So I was quite interested in burning this one. So I absolutely love the style of the elevation jars, and more often than not, I do find that the elevation scents do have a strong throw to them. So I've reviewed a few of these. They're very good quality jars. The glass is very thick on there. They've got soft corners. It's also, let me show you obviously the main point of the elevation candle. So you pop the lid on the bottom and you can see it's got this like little groove in there. And then if you see the bottom of the jar there, it fits on there perfectly. And it's exactly the same with the larger elevation jars as well. So it just makes it look a little bit more fancy, a little bit more classy, a little bit different. So you can use the lid to make it elevated, makes it look a little bit nicer on that gold lid. The larger jar does have a double wick. This is just single because it's only the dinky jar. I'll just show you the label there as well. So it's 96 grams of wax. And it does also show you on the lid that it is designed to fit underneath the candle, and you can peel that off if you want to. So I do really like the style of these. Yankee Candle haven't made these for a while. Like, they haven't brought out any new scents in the elevation range. I have had a few of them. They still float about. You can find them in TK Maxx, Home Sense here in the UK. I know some Boots stores, which is like a if you're not from the UK, Boots is like you can buy your makeup and some medicine sort of bits from there, like pharmacy, shampoos, that sort of stuff. But yeah, you can still find these in some of those sort of stores. There's quite a few of them floating around on eBay as well. So plenty of places to still buy elevation candles from, but they are slowly fading away and becoming harder to find. I know Clinton Cards, a card shop here in the UK, is still selling some elevation candles as well. So plenty of places to get them. It's a shame. I did really like these, but again, I just don't think they went very well here in the UK. Same as the milk cups, which I always say I love, and we don't get any more of them anymore. So a shame, but obviously it just wasn't very popular here. But I have found out of all the ones that I've burnt, more often than not, they've been good. Still had a couple of rubbish ones, but not every single one's going to be for me, or not every single one's going to throw that great. So the top notes for this, we've got fresh air recalled with linen, mid notes of cinnamon and muguet. Oh God, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Somebody else probably correct me in the comments. And a base note of musk. So nice and simple, and to keep it short and sweet, it's basically like it is just a clean linen sort of smell. Like you've just done your washing and hung it out on the line, and you know you get that nice clean smell blowing off of it as you're hanging it out. That's exactly what this candle smells like. I was very impressed with how strong it was, considering it was in the small jar. It's been a nice burn as well. So let me just take the lid back off again. So you can see it hasn't tunneled. It's left a little bit of residue around the side, but it didn't produce any soot. The wick's got that mushroom on the end of it, which obviously I will trim off before burning it again. Not a huge mushroom, but it's been a nice burn overall. It didn't mainly not tunneling is what we always want. So it's been a lovely burn, and I can't complain about the smell of it. I really can't. I think for it being the smaller jar, it filled my room really nicely. It wasn't so strong that it like carried out into the hallway and down the stairs like some other scents that I've had before, but it was still strong enough that when I walked into the room I could smell it. I was impressed with it. I think if I had the larger jar, then it would have carried a little bit further, but for a small jar, I was very impressed with it. I would say a throw rating of probably 7 out of 10, so not bad. Like I say, I think it probably would have hit an 8 if I had the larger jar, just so it carried that little bit further, but it is what it says on the jar, basically. It is a linen scent, nice and clean smelling. If you like your fresh scents, you're going to really enjoy this if you do come across it. But highly recommend it if you do find it and you're a fan of those fresh sort of smells. So I really enjoyed this. I'm really glad that I did get it in my mystery box. I'll link Candles Direct below. They don't always do the mystery boxes, but they do them fairly regularly, but they're not always something that's in stock. But when I got mine, I was highly impressed with the amount of money I spent to what I got inside it. And I love having a surprise because it's scents like this I might not normally buy, so it was nice to be given it in a mystery box, so I actually tried it, because fresh scents, they're not normally the ones that I go for. Obviously I try the newer ones so I can review them for you guys, but this is an older scent, so I probably never would have tried it, but really enjoyed it. So let me know if you've had this and what you thought about it, and as always, thank you for watching. I'll get a new review out for you soon.